Hey everybody, Luxinda. Woo, Nelly. Start over. Hey everybody, Luxinda Swirl here. I did a video yesterday showing how to make jewelry like this using leftover skins from acrylic pours. And I made these 3 lovely pieces. And then I went to edit the video, and because I had an overhead camera going, my head was covering up everything in the shots. So I made these 3 pieces, and then you just couldn't see any aspect of how I made them. So I'm going to try and videotape this again. Oh, there's no tape involved. I'm going to try and record this again. Quickly, we'll go through the materials. This is the glue I chose to use. This is specific jewelry glue made by our buddy Aline, who also makes the tack it over and over that we use for mugs. It's clear. It's a lot like super glue. You don't need very much at all, so it doesn't get all gloppy and oozy. And it's clear going on, and it dries clear, so it's beautiful. We have our cabs, which is short for cabochon, which is what these glass things are called. They're little blobs of glass, and they're flat on one side and domed on the other. Those go over the skin, and then they are placed in backings, such as this one. You put that in there, there's the skin in there, and you end up with a piece like that. This was one of our, this was a skin from one of our acrylic pours that had lots of glitter in it. We had a glitter pour a while back, and I think it makes it, I don't know if you can see the sparkles, it makes it look like an opal. I love how this one turned out. So we'll do another one of those if I can find a good spot. I also have some heart-shaped backings in silver and bronze, I guess. And the cab is heart-shaped, and it fits in the backing like that. And then I have also square cabs, and they fit into square backings. I also have bronze-looking and silver-looking backings for that. So it's really, really, really easy to do. And if you're anything like me and you're collecting your skins, you have lots of them. I've narrowed down, push these all over to the side for now. Scoot in our skins. So I have some leftover skins here that I think are especially pretty. Here's some of the glitter ones that I was talking about. And if we can find another good spot here, you can even see where I used that particular pour to make this particular piece of jewelry. And we might do another one, because this is, actually both sides of this one are beautiful. And I have some others underneath as well. This is, the thing about the skins is you kind of have to keep them from touching each other, because they can kind of weld together given enough time. And here's another one, and here's another one. I had a pretty red one, and that's how I made this Valentine heart, but I don't seem to have any more of the red, so we'll have to do something else in our heart-shaped cab. Okay, so all I do, very simple, I take my thing of glue, have it ready. Again, this is a lot like super glue, including the packaging. I pull this off. Actually, when you first open it, you take off the top like this, and you puncture the little piece of aluminum foil at the top with the back of the cap. And then you screw this on, and you can, comes out in little drops, very much like super glue. So here's what we're going to do. We are just going to take a cab in any of the shapes we have and move it around until we find something we like. And the neat thing about these cabs, one of the neat things, is that they kind of magnify what's underneath. So they make it even prettier than it already is. So let's do that spot right there. Or wait, let's look at a couple. Here, one of these. Or over here with the blue. Ooh, how about that? There we go, right like that. All right, you find a place you want it. You turn your cab over to the flat side. Squeeze on just a little bit. You don't want it glopping out the sides, but you do want complete coverage. Then you turn the cab over and you put it back down where you decided you wanted it. Right about there. And then you push down to make sure all the bubbles are out, because you don't want bubbles showing. You want just the pretty skin underneath showing. Like that. And you can't see that. There it is. Right there. Move this over so it's center frame. There you go. Right there. So we'll just set that aside and let it dry while we work on some other shape. Let's see, what else do we have? We have our oval. So let's do something from this piece. This has a lot of fascinating spots in it. It also may have, no, I like this side better. So let's see, we just sort of move it around till we find something we like. Using these dots might be kind of cool. Like that. How about that? All right. Turn it over. Get it gluey without gloppy. Come on out, little. There we go. Okay. And then very carefully put it back down where it was, like that. Push all the bubbles out. There, that looks good. Okay, and we'll put that one aside to dry. And we'll try and figure out what to do with our heart. This is weird talking about our heart and our skins. Very strange. How about this bright thing here? Let's see. Something, oh, that would have been neat for an oval one, huh? Let's see, how about that, or, ooh, how about that? That's pretty. All right, looks like I do still have some red. Let's see. This was from a very red pick a paint pour we did recently. Could move it over the green and red area and make a Christmas heart. I realize not everything green and red has to do with Christmas, but it just brings out that Christmassy sensation, doesn't it, when you see green and red? Okay, how about that? That's very pretty. All right, we'll do that one. Okay, so we get it all gluey, but not too much. And then I put it back down and I press it till the bubbles are out and we let it sit there and dry. Alrighty, so I am going to continue to let these dry and we will come back when everything's ready to go and we'll move on to the next step. Hang tight, people. Hey, we're back. All right, everything has had a chance to dry. While we were off camera and waiting for things to dry, I went ahead and did an extra oval cab on that one spot that I noticed earlier because I thought that was pretty. So we're going to end up with two of the ovals, a heart and a square. And now you could use scissors. You don't need to use an X-Acto knife, but I find this a little more exact or precise. Just use the X-Acto knife to cut the skin around the cab. I think it looks a little better, honestly, than scissors, which can leave a kind of ragged edge or jagged edge. Looks like I used a little too much glue on this one. But basically, there you go. Oops. All right. So we have our beautiful heart. Whoops, we have our beautiful heart. And I went with a darker bronze to this time, in contrast to what I did last time. So we will just put some glue in the backing. Doesn't have to be much. It bonds instantly, although I did let it sit for a few minutes just to get a drier, more secure bond. And then you push it down in there. And that's it. I mean, that's it. That's the whole thing right there. Isn't that pretty? You just get a chain that matches, or you can use string, you can use yarn, you can use strip of leather. It can really be pretty much anything, and you have a beautiful necklace. There we go. I'm sorry, folks. Trying to look at two things at the same time. Multitasking. Not my thing. There we go. Put it in there. Press it down. Et voila! Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Very pretty. Okay, put that one aside. Let's do our pretty sparkly sparkle glitter pour one. Go. Where's that? So that's going to go in there and look like that. And be beautiful. Come on, focus. There we go. Okay, glue. And there you have it. So easy to make beautiful, beautiful jewelry. I mean, that is really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, one more, and then I will send you kids off on your own to make your own jewelry. All right, one more. Got a little bit on there. That can be cleaned off with nail polish remover if you get any on the cab. There's a tiny little bit right up there. I will clean that off. It will look beautiful and clear. All right, so let's recap. All the gorgeous jewelry we just made. Excuse my dirty glove. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, Lordy, look at that. Such prettiness. So there's one very beautiful thing you can do with leftover acrylic pour skins. And that's just the beginning. I would love to hear some ideas from you guys. What do you use your skins for? Do you have other projects you use them in? And if so, how did that go? Thanks, everybody. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.